survivable conditions there.
That's right, Eddie. There's a bit of a sense of calm, to be honest, at the moment. Conditions quite still, but that won't last very long at all. Winds of up to 90 to 100 km/h gusts expected today as this northerly kicks up again. Temperatures in the 40s as well, and that has forced a catastrophic fire rating for multiple parts of Victoria. The first time we've seen that since 2019. So the North Central, Northern Country, Wimmera and Southwest districts all under that catastrophic rating, which means if you are in those areas in red, please leave if you can and you've got somewhere else to go. At the moment, there are two main areas of concern with these two main bushfires out of control. One in the Longwood area, which is near where I am. I'm in Seymour, just to the west of that blaze, but also up in Mount Lawson in that state park up in the state's northeast. And as of last night around 11:30 in that area, residents in Corryong, just next to Mount Lawson, told to prepare to leave. So Longwood, which is where I am near in this fire in the state's central area, has impacted property. People have lost their homes. There's around 90 people here at the evacuation centre here at Seymour. Most of those are from that area. It has forced thousands of locals and holiday makers to evacuate. There are still a number of emergency warnings for the Longwood area. That includes Euroa. This map shows exactly where the fire is expected to impact at some point today, and it may even grow beyond these boundaries right to the southern edge of this fire as the fire moves in that southwesterly direction with this northerly kicking up right down to the town of Yea and also Bonnie Doon and Lake Eildon to the east of this fire zone. Of course, incredibly popular holiday spots with so many families would be in that area forced to evacuate. The horse racing industry also on edge. Some of the world's best stud and training farms in that Longwood, Euroa area, including Michael Christian, a Collingwood Premiership player from 1990. He owns and bred Everest winner Bella Nipotina, a horse that has won millions of dollars, multiple Group 1s. The fire is lapping at his doorstep there on that Longwood Thoroughbred farm. And then the $20 million world-class training facility of Lindsay Park Racing, set up by David Hayes, now run by his three sons, Ben, JD and Will Hayes, some of the best trainers in the world. They have won just about every horse race there is to win. They have that facility in Crichtons Creek, which is currently under an emergency warning. So at evacuation centres at Seymour and Mansfield on the east and western edges of this fire in Longwood, campers right across the state, if you're in a state or national park, told to get out by 7 a.m. this morning. It is not safe for you to stay. Ambulance Victoria has declared a red escalation, which means that it is not safe enough for their paramedics to stay in those catastrophic fire areas. V-Line services and some 450 schools and kindergartens are closed with school holiday programs. And overnight, dry lightning has actually sparked a fresh blaze in the state's far east in Mallacoota. You might remember that was devastated by those Black Summer bushfires in 2019. Now, at this stage, it is not threatening any lives or property, which is good news, just an advice level for Mallacoota. But these scenes of last night, incredible amounts of lightning, a large blaze there that is burning out of control. The plan is for it to burn to the ocean and hopefully not threaten anyone there, but a lot of anxiety right across the state, especially given what happened in 2019 and 2009, Black Saturday as well, still fresh in the memory for lots of Victorians.
Yeah, and I think that name, Mallacoota, so many people remember it, of course, from the Black Summer bushfires when that news broke last night. That was a lightning storm that started that fire, and so much focus on that region as well. And Macca, I saw a note from Racing Victoria yesterday urging people who had a horse float, if they could and if it's safe, to come to the area. So we'll bring you more details on that as well. Georgie Chumley is in Brisbane. Georgie, the north is in the firing line, also both extremes in the country at the moment over the weekend.
Good morning, Eddie and David. That's right. The Bureau of Meteorology is forecasting by 10 o'clock tonight there is a 45% chance that a cyclone will have formed off the Queensland coast. The current track map shows it likely to be crossing south of Cairns sometime tomorrow night, but we are going to start feeling the effects of that system from today. 50 to 150 millimetres likely to be falling anywhere south of Cairns. In Innisfail, we could see rainfall totals push up past 300 millimetres today alone, as well as wind gusts in excess of 90 kilometres an hour. By the end of the weekend, we're likely to see rainfall totals, widespread rainfall totals of more than half a metre. And what we know is that the north are really used to these cyclones. They're well prepared. But what happens with this potential cyclone or tropical low once it crosses the coast is of ongoing uncertainty. Out west and in outback Queensland, there's already been so much rain. Those catchments are completely soaked. So where this system continues to move after it crosses the coast is, of course, of concern. We know now that there have been stock losses of cattle and sheep in excess of 30,000, Eddie.
Yep, Mother Nature throwing absolutely everything at Australia this weekend, and we'll stay right across those alerts over the coming days. And this morning,